say a few words.
I've been in the boxing business now for probably 25 years, going back to 1991 when I first helped my good friend Kevin Barry do a David Tour promotion. And all that time, I don't think I've ever done a rematch. So this is the first for me, probably over maybe upwards of 100 shows. What's been interesting about this is even though the terms were contracted before the event, we've had some issues on the way through. It's been very difficult and tense to get here, and it's been, I've got to say, it's been a bit of a testament to Brendan Burke down the end that we could get over the tension that we had in the discussions. A lot of you would have seen we had a fight lined up with Ryder Murata if Jeff had won. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Michael performed very well on the night down in Bendigo, and they got an offer from Top Rank to take that fight and thought that they should. And as a result, we went through some very testy negotiations and discussions, which eventually led to us being back here because Jeff Horn wanted to have this rematch. And Jeff felt that there was no other fight that he wanted to do anywhere in the world than to take Michael on again and prove that what happened, in Jeff's opinion, won't happen a second time around. Just a quick bit of background. We thought that we'd like to try and make this fight at super welterweight. It's been fought at middleweight. We offered financial incentives to Team Zefara to change the weight. They turned that down. So this fight's been made at middleweight, and it's quite obvious why they turned it down. They think they're in a better position to beat Jeff Horn as a middleweight than as a super welterweight. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens. It's we expected, and I expected when we made the fight last time around, we knew that Michael Zefara would give us a tough fight, but we didn't expect the result that we got, obviously. And it's very nerve-wracking going into this fight because this has become an enormous fight for us. But it's a fight that Jeff Horn is the one who wanted it, and he didn't want any other fight in the world. We could have taken a guy called Carlos Adames potentially for a world title fight early next year. Wasn't quite guaranteed, but it was certainly on the agenda, and it was turned down simply because this is a fight Jeff wanted. You've got two guys who are in their absolute prime. I don't know that this has happened in Australian boxing for quite some time, maybe since the early days of Mundine Green. You've got two guys, Michael Zefara put himself on the world stage, certainly the Australian stage in his last performance. I've got to be straight up, you've got two guys who don't necessarily like each other that much. The media has all got a booklet of some of the statements that Michael's made and Sam LeBrun has made over the last sort of month or so. And the words like, I hate Jeff Horn are there, I'm going to end him, I'm going to punish him, I'm going to end his career. So it's going to be a real fight, and as you can see from the Bendigo fight, that was a real tough fight and one that Michael ended up being on top of. And Jeff Horn is desperate to turn that around. So that's all I've really got to say, and I can tell you this is going to be one hell of a fight. We're going to a small venue. It's going to be shoulder to shoulder, in my opinion, and it might be one of the better fight nights we've had in Australia in the last 20 years.
Thank you very much, Dean. Yeah, we'll go to Team Zefara and Brendan Burke if you'd like to get that microphone. Firstly, how did Team Zefara feel about being here announcing a rematch with Jeff Horn?
Yeah, well, Ben, look, honestly, we thought we had the world title fight, Murata. That's where we thought we were going. But look, at the end of the day, we're here. We're coming to Jeff's, backyard to take the fight. We're not worried about fighting Jeff. We never were. First fight worked out the way we thought it would. Second one's going to work out exactly the same. So we're extremely confident. Can't wait for this fight. And whoever's doing the poster, you got it wrong. It should be Zefara versus Horn. He won the fight, not Jeff.
Brendan, just wanted to ask you about the weight. How tempted were you by the financial incentive to have this fight at super welterweight rather than going back in at middleweight?
No, zero tempting, mate. This fight's at middleweight. Jeff's not a middleweight. Proved that the first time. Michael's a fully fledged middleweight. This time, it's going to be even better. It's going to be even better.
And what change have you seen in Michael Zefara since his upset victory over Jeff Horn?
No, he's just got bigger, stronger, faster, fitter, hungrier. He's every time's improving. Confidence through the roof. Round one, it's going to start. It's going to be on round one.
Thank you very much to Brendan Burke. We'll head to the other end of the table, and the trainer and manager of Jeff Horn is Glenn Rushton. Glenn, welcome. How do you feel about this rematch?
Yeah, look, I'm really excited about it, Ben. And, all we're doing is exercising the rights under the contract. Obviously, Michael would never have gotten the opportunity in the first place. Jeff owed Michael absolutely nothing, in that first fight. We went down to Bendigo, into his hometown, and we fought at middleweight, which is out of Jeff's division, so we gave him every opportunity, and Jeff owed Michael absolutely zilch, nothing. And a part of that fight was the condition, of course, that there was a rematch. That's an insurance clause in there, and we're doing nothing more than exercising that right. So Jeff has given Michael everything, and he doesn't owe him anything. And again, I think we're still not asking for anything. We're just saying just fulfil the contract. Yes, we would have rather have done the fight at super welterweight, and we did certainly ask for that, but that was denied. But we don't care. As I said, the welterweight Jeff Horn that got in the ring with Manny Pacquiao would beat Michael Zefara, and that's not taking anything away from Michael. Michael's a great fighter, okay, and we acknowledge that. But Jeff Horn is a great fighter, okay. He's a great fighter, and I said he can beat anyone in the world. And certainly proved that when he beat Manny Pacquiao. And I'm happy if I get that welterweight back in the ring. I don't care about the weight. All I want to do is have a very fit, very motivated Jeff Horn come December 18. And I can tell you, the eye of the tiger is back. Okay, we're seeing things in Jeff that we haven't seen for a long time now.
We heard that last fight. We heard the same thing last fight.
Well, you'll see it in round one.
We heard that last fight. We heard the same thing last fight. The Hornet's the Hornet. He's coming out stinging. And what happened?
Michael,
and what happened?
You will see.
But we will see. We will see.
You'll see.
December 18, I tell you, it's his last fight. He will retire on December 18. You'll see.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
No worries at all, mate.
So he will learn, and he will find out. He's awakened the giant within, and I can assure you that the only reason that they'd be concerned about this fight, going into this fight, because why not fight Jeff Horn again? Because your value is going to skyrocket if you beat Jeff Horn a second time. So why is it they wanted to fight Murata? Hey, remember, you've cost Jeff Horn $2 to $3 million by him not getting to fight against Murata.
He wasn't good enough. Because he wasn't good enough. He wasn't good enough. I went out there and proved to beat you fair and square.
Okay.
You've now denied Australia a world title. You haven't denied me a world title fight. You've denied Australia a world title fight. Now I can see why everyone hates you.
One fight doesn't make you a champion. Let's see what you can do the second time round. Okay.
You got your name from beating Manny Pacquiao. What have you done prior to that?
Okay.
What have you done prior to that?
You will see come December 18.
You will see. This time I'll bring a towel so not just throw in your brother's t-shirt.
I'm pleased that you're motivated because it's not the words that are going to do the scoring. It's going to be the gloves. And you'll see come December 18.
Like the first fight.
When you fight the real Jeff Horn,
you have to pick up Jeff. We know you didn't want this fight. We know you didn't want this fight. Your family didn't want this fight. You didn't want this fight. We know that. But every time I land right heads on his head, he'll have to look back at you, not me.
We won the fight.
No worries. I'll see you. Hey, in the contract, it didn't say that I had to come here. I'm coming here because I know I'll beat you again.
Yeah.
I'm not coming here. It wasn't in the contract. It wasn't in the contract. I didn't need to come to Brisbane. I'm coming here because I know I'll beat you.
You needed to come here because it was within the contract.
No, was it?
As simple as that.
No, was it?
It was the promoter determined
the venue. It never
the
stated
venue.
that I had to come to Brisbane. Ever.
The promoter determined the venue.
No, it didn't, mate. It was a neutral agreement, and I didn't have to come.
No, it wasn't. The promoter determined the venue. Read the
I asked on the
contract.
contract. It's my signature that matters, not yours.
Anyway, hey, we're excited about this fight. We're looking forward to this fight. Come December 18, Michael will realise what it's like when he gets in with the real Jeff Horn, and I can assure you, I think, as you can see today, we're going to be in for one heck of a fight. And after all, we love that. Okay, Jeff is a true competitor. As I say, Jeff only lost the fight through tiredness in the end. Yes, he made a mistake. He did underestimate Michael Zefara in that fight. He didn't really put the work in, but this time he is. And again, we look forward to December 18.
Glenn, do you see this as an opportunity for redemption, not only for Jeff Horn, but for yourself as a trainer?
Yeah, not really. I don't really worry too much about it. I know that, some people swear by you or some people swear at you. And I understand that, whenever a fighter or a team, anyone loses, of course, the coach is always under the spotlight. He's always under scrutiny. So I understand that. I'm happy to take that on the chin. The main thing is that we learn from that experience, we come back, and I just want to see Jeff Horn, get out there and show the real Jeff Horn. And even Jeff and I, when we watched that fight back, Jeff said, that's not me in there. He said, that is not me. I don't know who that guy is in that fight, but that ain't Jeff Horn.
Who was it? Who was it?
But
who was it?
Jeff Horn will be
in the ring. Who was in the ring? Who was in the ring
December 18.
when I fought? Tell me it wasn't Jeff Horn. Who was it then?
You'll find out on December 18. Just tell me after the fight on December 18 the difference between the two.
As long as you can look at him with a smile while you're picking him up off the floor, no stress at all. It's all on you.
I'm looking forward to at the end of the fight on December 18, and then we'll have a different conversation.
Glenn, can you just tell us some of the specifics about the changes in Jeff Horn and the changes in this preparation compared to the first time around against Michael Zefara?
Not even pizza.
There'll be quite a few changes. There's been a lot of changes made, and unfortunately he's had to cancel his account at Domino's. That's still been, so we may hear Domino's going into bankruptcy or liquidation, but no. In all seriousness, yes, we've taken a lot of steps. We've addressed all of the issues that we believe are there, and I'm not going to go into them in great detail, but let's just say we've had a team meeting, we've addressed all of the issues, we've taken corrective action on those, and that's the key. When you make mistakes, you've got to learn from those mistakes. And Jeff has learned from those. He's motivated, he's incredibly motivated now, and this is not the way he wants to be remembered. And as I said, as long as he learns, we all know what Jeff Horn can do. We've all seen that. And, we've heard all the hot air before, so, we really don't care about any of that. As I've said, we don't get hit by a left abuse or a right abuse or any of that stuff. When we get in the ring, as long as Jeff is ready, and I mean truly ready, then we're going to just see one heck of a fight, and I just can't wait.
Thank you very much, Glenn Rushton. Now we'll go to the man who won the first fight between these two, Michael Zefara. I don't think I have to ask you a question. Do you just want to talk?
Mate, it's all a joke. It's all a joke. There's always excuses. I got footage. There's cameras. There's everything. Prior to the last fight, 24 hours, he was sitting there saying how strong he was, how fit he was, how easy it is to make weight. He's the best he's ever felt. Zefara's going to have to worry about my power, this and that. Now what? What's your excuse now? Your pizza? Really? You're a world champion. You're a former world champion. You're going to use a pizza? Mate, I honestly don't care. Mate, I'm not even fussed. Like I said, we didn't have to come here. I'm coming here because I know I can beat you. You put it in anyone's backyard, I'll beat you. Skills pay the bills, and you don't have my skills, mate. I know that. I had other fights. You can smile all you want. I'm not even frustrated. You can smile all you want. No, mate, I don't need to sound. I'll show you it. I already showed you the first time. See these? You've seen these before. These were in your cabinet. You remember that?
Yeah, I've still got a hell of a lot more too.
Yeah, mate, we'll see. Like I said, your last fight will be December 18. I told you that.
We'll see.
I told you. We will see. Like the first fight, we'll see. I told you I had other opportunities as well. But you think you were my way up to the top? I fought bigger names than you, mate. Way bigger names than you.
And how'd you go in those?
Doesn't matter. And how'd you go against Crawford? All you've got is Manny Pacquiao. Go do 12 rounds with Kell Brooks. Go beat me. You can't do that, can you? You drew against Ivan Caesar. Go beat him. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Either, so.
What have you done? What have you done? Tell me what you've done. You've beaten a 5'5" Manny Pacquiao, and he's not even in his prime.
He's a world champion right now.
But mate, and you're not. So stop living off somebody else. You're not now. That was the old you.
I was.
You're
old.
You're retired. You're retired. Your wife, everyone doesn't want you to have this fight. Your team don't want you to have this fight. You're not a middleweight. Be smart. Like I said, you denied Australia a world title fight.
Hey, I'm hungry. That's
go
a big
go
difference
eat more
with
pizza.
this
If you're
fight.
hungry, go eat more pizza.
I'm hungry for something else.
Mate,
that's not
you're
pizza.
Mate, you've got excuses. And like I said, that's fine. I'm here. Mate, I'm here. We're here. My team's here. Mate, we've got no problems. I'll see you December 18.
I'm glad.
No worries. And what are you going to do with the gloves? You're going to change the gloves? Do you want weight? I already know. I know I can beat you. The first fight I believed I could beat you, and I did. Now I know I can beat you. And I will. I know I can knock you out. You can't knock me out. I've proven I can knock you out.
We will see.
We will see.
Come December 18, we'll all change.
No worries.
And it's going to be redemption for myself.
No worries.
Michael, do you hate Jeff Horn now?
I don't hate anybody. He's a fighter. I'm a fighter. But again, we didn't. The fact that I had a world title shot, I beat him fair and square. He denied that and denied Australia that. It just, I understand why he's getting hate mail and why he's getting everyone's turning on him. I can see that. He's denied Australia a world title fight. I beat you fair and square. If it was a close fight or whatnot, it went decision and it was a split decision win, it's like, you know what? Let's get part two. No, I'll beat you fair and square. You're not a middleweight. Read the comments. Read the comments.
What is the issue with doing the rematch? What's the issue? Why are you so upset about it?
I'm not upset. If there was an issue, I wouldn't be here.
Sorry?
If there was an issue, I wouldn't be here.
I know, but why is it such a problem? Why wouldn't you know, after Pacquiao, we wanted to fight him again because we wanted to be the only guy to beat Pacquiao twice, but he pulled out of that. But we knew he had that.
And I didn't.
It was in the contract.
I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm giving you the opportunity.
Then, let's get on with it then. Let's get it done. Let's get it on. So December 18, come out and prove yourself in the ring. Okay?
I will. I didn't.
We look forward to it. As I said, it's going to be exciting.
Michael, how angry has this made you through this entire process? We can see some of that today, but...
I'm actually not angry at all. Like, it might seem I am, but I'm actually not at all. It's just, for me, it's just, you know what... Other fighters know how hard this sport is, and I thought we all stuck together. When we get a world title fight, we all stick together and wish each other the best. I got that shot. I had to beat Jeff to get that shot. I got that shot. He's denied me not only a world title fight. He's denied me money, house. He's denied me a lot of things that he has. And we didn't say, and you know what was the worst thing about it all was the fact that we said, you know what, we will fight you again. But give us the opportunity. We'll reassess this in February, March. He didn't want that. He said, nah. Now he's denied me that. So now it's become personal. For me, him in front of me, it doesn't matter. It's the same outcome, just a different day. I know that. Like I said,
you wouldn't be in the position you were to get the world title shots if we didn't give you the fight in the first.
But I beat you. I beat you fair and
square. You've got to give us our opportunity to have the rematch.
I knocked your ass out. I beat you in the ninth round. I dropped you in the second.
If you win, if you do it again, you'll get the opportunity
You're going to be retired.
You'll get your world title shots. Everything that you're getting now, you're going to get.
This is round one, by the way.
You sure don't want another rematch if I beat you again?
I'm sure. This is it, mate.
Michael, we've never seen you this fired up in preparation for a fight. Particularly last time around, you were very calm, even before the fight and on weigh-in day. What do you think this does differently for you, being this fired up ahead of a fight with Jeff Horn?
Like I said, for me, this is, it might seem that way, but for me, I'm just getting my point across. Like I said, the fight, December 18th, we've got no dramas. Training camp's going ahead. I'm already, I'm building on strength, building on things. Like I said, we watched the fight. We're learning on things that we could have done even better. For me, the fight doesn't matter. It's just the fact that he's denied bigger and better things for me. He knows how hard the sport is, and he knows how I'm feeling.
He hasn't denied them. Remember, postponed. That's all. A couple of months. What's a couple of months? So there's no denying anything.
What's a couple of months?
The opportunities.
Yeah, you could have given me the shot. I could have gone over there, had the shot. If I did lose, I'm not saying it's a guaranteed win, but if I did lose, I would have come back with a nice payday. Could have set myself up like you did, like they gave you the opportunity, and we beat you. We beat you fair and square, and we said, let us take this fight, and we'll come reassess it next year. You just wanted to be greedy, and now I can see exactly why Australia hate you.
What do you have to do in this fight, Michael Zefara, to make things right as far as you see them?
He'll see. I don't have to say nothing. He'll see. He knows. I know deep down. He sits there with a smile, but he knows. I know he knows. Like he said last time, I know you know.
Mike, are you trying to convince Jeff or yourself?
Why do I need to convince myself?
Well, it sounds like you are, that's all.
Okay. I'm scared.
Why do you think I reenacted the clause? I'm not going into it expecting to get knocked out again. Yes, I did get knocked out in fair and square. You fought the better fight the first time, but the second time is going to be different. That's the whole reason I'm motivated this time. I wasn't as motivated the first time. You're a great fighter, and I plan to beat you.
God bless you.
Jeff thought he would have put in his best performance the first time. He wouldn't have enacted the rematch, but he knows he didn't, okay? So if you can beat Jeff Horn when he does put in his best performance, then kudos to you. But we'll see come December 18th.
Before we do move on to Jeff Horn, Michael Zefara, prediction for this fight?
Same outcome, different day.
Jeff Horn, this is a bit different to the first time around, isn't it?
It is. Seems a little bit heated, doesn't it? Even though Michael's completely relaxed over there.
100%. Just like you weren't hurt after the ninth round.
I didn't say I wasn't hurt.
Jeff, tell us about the weeks after that first fight and the decision to take this rematch. What was the thought process and why are we here doing this again?
Look, after the last fight, I tried not to think about boxing. That's the last thing I want to think about straight after a fight. It came probably a few weeks after that I'm like, really starting to think. I rewatched the fight. I don't normally watch the fights back that often, and I was like, I didn't fight how I normally do, and I was very disappointed with my effort, and I was like, I can do a lot better than this, and I really want to make this wrong or right.
Tell us the specifics of the changes that you're making in preparation. What are you doing differently? You can't.
Look, I'm not cutting any corners. Last time I cut a few corners. My diet wasn't 100%. As Glenn was saying, it wasn't pizza the night before the fight, but there were some issues there, and I think I could have a lot more energy coming into this fight and just training better. Not cutting anything. I've got my brother running with me now, making sure I'm pushing, doing the road work. Everything's on point this time, and I'm making sure I'm going to be the best I can coming into this one.
There was no desire from you to have this fight at super welterweight. I know that there was a push from your camp, but you personally were quite happy to go back into the same weight.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to be a better fighter no matter what weight division it's going to be at. Look, super welterweight I make easy as well, so I easily do that, and that's probably why the team wanted it to be at the weight, because I said I can make super welterweight, so why not make him push down, because he has fought middleweight before. So that was only going to be an advantage for us, and they're smart enough, they've shown that they're smart enough not to accept that. So good on yous, but I'm going to be a much better fighter at middleweight this time.
If you were to win, you've all heard that, yeah? Just because when it happens again, I don't want to hear, but this and that.
That's fine. If it happens again, mate, you get your massive opportunities that you've been crying about.
Jeff, given what happened in the first fight and given we're going back in at the same circumstances, back at middleweight again, how would this victory rank, if you were to achieve it, alongside your win over Manny Pacquiao? Do you think this is a bigger achievement?
Yeah, this is a massive fight for me now. It's more for me emotionally. It's redemption in my mind. I felt like I didn't fight, like Glenn was saying, it wasn't the Jeff Horn in the last fight, but yes, it was me, but I think it was a shell of me last time. I think I can do a lot better than that this time, and we're going to prepare extremely well, and I'm going to make sure I'm a fit, strong middleweight coming to that fight.
The Zefara camp are obviously displeased at the fact we're here for the rematch. How would you like to respond to their thoughts?
Yeah, look, as I said, they're crying about not wanting to do the rematch, but look, you would never ever be.
You're going to speak the truth. If you're going to speak the truth. We don't care about fighting you. Like I said, I fought bigger and better people than you. Fighting you is not the issue.
But that's not the issue.
It's the fact that you were a sook about how it felt and this and that and emotionally and physically. It wasn't me and rah. When all we said to you nicely and kindly, mate, we appreciate the opportunity. Like I said to you after the fight, and we've been offered the Murata fight. Give us the opportunity and Australia the opportunity to fight for a world title, earn our money that we deserve, and if it all goes well, we'll give you that shot. You've now stood up and said, no, what? No, and it's not the best me and I won't eat pizza this camp.
Mate, you know what boxing's like. It's a selfish sport, and this is the fight.
You're selfish. Boxing's not a selfish sport, you're selfish.
This is the fight that motivates me, and you're the one that I wanted. Oh. And you signed the clause to fight me again. So we're going to do it again. And you can't keep crying about it. You're going to keep talking, but we're doing the fight again, December 18th.
At the end of the day,
I'll be there. I'll even be there half an hour early for you.
Bottom line is a deal's a deal. You know, when you sign a deal, you honour that deal. I mean, that is the Australian way. A deal is a deal. You know, you sign a deal, you wouldn't have got the opportunity, and you honour that deal. The deal's not finished yet. That contract is not finished yet. Part of that contract was a rematch, so the contract hasn't yet been completed. A deal's a deal, and you honour your word. You honour the deal. If that means that you've got a slight delay before you get to fight, you know, these world title fights, so be it. You honour your deal. And that's all we're saying. Be a man of your word, honour the deal, stop sooking about it, let's get on with the damn rematch. It's as simple as that. Honour the deal.
We're here.
Yeah, the deal's a deal.
You're going to get your opportunity again.
Training camp's in motion, we're here. And all the press conferences, all the media that
Jeff's cost you nothing. He's given you everything.
We've rocked up.
Yeah, good.
Just make sure, I just want to know that when on the 18th, that the right Jeff Horn rocks up. The best Jeff Horn rocks up. I don't need excuses. There's levels to this sport. And Jeff doesn't have those levels.
Yep.
He beat a 5'5". He fought a 5'5" outdated Manny Pacquiao. That's his claim to fame. That's all he's got. That's all he's got.
And what's your claim to fame, Michael?
I just knocked out Jeff Horn, regardless.
No, hang on. You're saying he's no good. So what's your claim to fame?
I've knocked Jeff Horn out.
You're saying he's no good.
I've knocked both these out. I knocked his out.
We'll find out.
You'll see.
My name.
You got no idea.
You're talking about my name on your resume. But my name should mean nothing then if me beating Pacquiao meant nothing.
It's not. I didn't say. You're trying to do.
You just said it.
No, I didn't.
You said I knocked out Jeff Horn. That's my claim to fame.
Yeah, exactly right. So you're nothing now. You're nothing now. What titles do you have? What titles do you have? Tell me. Tell me. What titles?
I'll have all my titles back very soon.
Okay. But you got nothing.
Jeff, there's been a lot of things said.
I'm the champion. This is my time. I'm the champion. I'm pound for pound number one for a reason.
There's been a lot of things.
Tell your brother to win a fight first, mate.
There's been a lot of things said today, and also over the last few weeks, Jeff Horn, from the opposite team, things about hatred towards you, things about how dangerous this rematch could be to your health. Is there anything that you've heard or has been reiterated to you that you feel a need to respond to?
Not really. Look, he said in the papers and things he hates me. Then he says here on the table when we're right here he doesn't. So I don't know what Michael Zefara we're talking to. I don't know if there's split personalities. I'm just ready to fight the guy that came and beat me in Bendigo. Yes, he did beat me, so I've got to give him credit. He's a great fighter. He can move, he can box, he's got levels. You've got all that. But I think I've got that X factor that I think I can beat that. So I guess time will tell. And on the 18th we'll find out those answers.
You've obviously got additional motivation after what happened in the first fight between the pair of you, but what about these antics and this talk? Does that motivate you further for this rematch?
Oh, look, it's just talk.
This is all talk. No one's going to come out on press meetings and conference and say, I get knocked out easy and, I've been doing this and I've been doing that. It's all talk. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't faze me. What matters is on the 18th. What matters is the 18th.
So can you repeat that question?
Yeah, does this motivate you further, what's happening here between you and Michael?
Yeah, look, I can see he's frustrated, and I get it, but look, you would never ever be in the position you are now if it wasn't for us giving you that fight in the first place. So all you've got to do is honour that, and then you'll get your massive shots. You beat me the second time, you've got it all.
Your prediction, Jeff Horn?
Look, I win this one. I would not have chosen this fight again if I didn't think I could win it. So I think I win the fight. I'm not going to say I'm going to knock him out. That's up to everyone else to think. Obviously, I'm probably going to be on the underdog side because I got knocked out last time, which was a great fight by him. But I feel like I've got a lot more in me, and I'm going to show that come December 18.
It's all in this time, Ben. Simple as that. You know, take it terms, we're all in. Okay, so everything's on the line now, and let's go for it. This is going to be, as I said, just one heck of a fight, an explosive fight. As I said, and it's all or nothing for us. So we're going to give it everything we've got.
Yeah, this is a massive fight, ladies and gentlemen. The rematch, the 18th of December, a Wednesday night live on Main Event, and it'll be at the Brisbane Convention and Exhibition Centre. We might take a few questions if there are any from the ladies and gentlemen of the media who are here. If you'd like to ask anything of Michael Zefara or of Jeff Horn or of anyone else, please fire away.
Stunned silence, eh?
What about you, Mick? You got something else to say?
They all know the outcome, that's why. They're not stupid.
All right, that'll do us. We will leave these gentlemen for one-on-ones. They're available to you, and we'll face them off as well in front of the boarding behind us. But thank you so much for joining us here at the official press conference today. The details again, the Brisbane Convention and Exhibition Centre, live on Main Event. It'll be Wednesday the 18th.